Hello. I am super excited for our first. I have a lot of YouTube videos and training through YouTube and my blog and some different spaces and then posting them on here. But I figured, no, why don't I study? Players, all my parents, my followers, and actually talk live and train live. We can work together, so you can ask questions. Talking on when it comes to the mental game and sports and all the things. So here training, and I get to be with you and doing it live. So let me jump into this. And you guys saw the topic. It's how to make the best out of a tough coach. Use good, nice. And unfortunately, with the girls that I work with players that I've met, with parents that we're really struggling with these coaches when whether it's playing, how the coaches react, how they coach, but it's a part of sports, and it's a part of the game and competition. So it's not, if you haven't coach a tough meanie you're lucky. Okay. But you'll probably have this come up at some point as an athlete or as a parent. I'm welcoming coaches in here too, because guess what? None of us are perfect. Even later on in life, if it's an employer or a boss, or even if it's a teacher, maybe you have a meanie teacher, this is going to help. Most of us have had this experience, coach experience, where you have had, I've had coaches be really so sarcastic that it like hurts. I've had coaches make me feel worthless before. Experienced this as well, or your daughter has experienced this. All of your confidence, all of your self-confidence, and you guys, the list goes on and on, right? We could dwell on these coaches, we could bash them all we want, but they're still going to be there. Bad news. React. Don't really like it. You're probably like, what? Heck no. Coach Blankity, like Coach Blankety Blank is the one that needs to crack together, right? And I know I had done that, and that is why we're here today. Last night, if you didn't hear, her name is Sam Lofton, but she really spoke some like empowerment and truth into my girls last night, and this is what sparked this whole conversation today. Because here's the thing when it comes to tough meanie coaches. Here's the thing. You as be confident. You want her to play like a bad A, right? You want the best out of her as an athlete. You don't want her to go home crying after every practice or every game. You want her to have fun. Okay? It's time to take control of us as athletes. I'm talking in an athlete perspective. You can be those things that I just named off: happy, confident, having fun, and actually enjoying your time playing and competing, because that's what it's all about, and that's when you play the best. So it's time to take control. How the heck are we going to do that, right? Are the worst sometimes. All right, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. And meditation. Okay, visualization and meditation. What the heck is that going to do for you? How is this going to help you? What it does is it gives you a better perspective. It gives you an outside perspective in order to happening when it comes to that coach. So when a coach does something that might hurt, is that coach, like, usually these coaches just don't know how to communicate what they're saying, like what they want to say. A lot of times these coaches are like yelling or saying something rude or sarcastic, but deep down they're trying to help you, and they're trying to tell you how to get better. Okay, I don't give them any excuses, but I want you to see the underlying message, that rather than the negativity that they're bringing on. And I'll get to that in a second. I get to that a little bit more in a second. Your coach, he or she, is ultimately, they would not be dedicating all this time and energy. They hated your daughter. I don't think that they'd be spending their free time out there doing that. So unless maybe they have a daughter on the team, but ultimately they're not spending all this time so that they can have a negative effect on your daughter or you as an athlete. Just take that into your coach, he or she might be through something themselves. Maybe they're hurting or trying to figure something out. And remember, they're just like progress. So just remember that as well. And sometimes they just don't know how to cope with it. And so they take it out. But the message I want you to hear tonight is just, I want you to help you with, rather than how they're saying it or their tone because when you can see through that and you like you're good with you and you're going to take that message, and that's what's important as an athlete. And forget whatever negative stuff, like that's not you don't have to be negative. You can continue to be a powerful, energetic player, and when you can take control of that, just think about what be the bigger person, to step up, to be a leader, to react differently, to be a more mature athlete. And this is not easy, right? It's not easy, but I promise you it's 100% possible. And if you can practice that and get better each time, you're going to get it. I promise. I want you to think about this, like this lasting thing to feel if you react to this. How are you going? What is it? How are you going to feel as an athlete on the field if you're like, oh, thanks for your message, I got it, I'm going to get better at this, out there, I'm going to rock it with my positive attitude, empowering attitude. This message was just like game changer for me. And when you can instill that in your daughter, think about how much more powerful she is going to be, and think about how you can empower her. So that's spiel tonight. I hope it helps. I can't wait to hear how this for you if you're the athlete, and I will talk to y'all soon.